Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Celebrity Cars. Today we have to offer a 2015 Bentley Flying Spur. Check it out. It's a crystal blue with a beige tan interior. It's in really, really pretty shape. The moment we got this car in, we all couldn't wait to drive it. it's so pretty, and it doesn't have a whole lot of miles on it. And you know, there you have it. So welcome to Celebrity Cars. We're located in Las Vegas. We're not too far away from all the shiny lights. You come here on vacation, you want to come check us out, please do. Got all kinds of fancy cars in here for you to come see, potentially purchase. You clicked on this, that means you're potentially going to purchase this Bentley. So I'm your living, breathing condition report guy. I go over all the body panels. We go over the interior. We make sure it's a happy car, and maybe you live on the other side, you live in New York, you've always wanted one of these, or down in Florida, and you wanted to pick one of these up, and you love this color, and you want a good one, and that's what we're here to find out, okay? Gonna check the paint out. Going to check out the wheels, going to check out all the chrome molding, make sure there aren't any stains in it, in the interior, in the cream colored interior. But I've kind of sort of glanced over this a couple times here prior to this video. Sometimes I don't get a whole lot of chance to spend a whole lot of time with cars beforehand. And man, I'm gonna try and find a blemish. How's that? So I'm your living, breathing condition report guy, and I'm the guy that has to dig down and make sure that if you can't come to see it, well, I'm the guy that picks it apart, and so you know everything that's going on with it. I'm going to wait until it spins back around so the nose of the car is facing you guys, because over here it's a little shadowy. I like to start on the front nose because that's where the environment hits the car first, and you know, if it's been driven, it's bound to have some normal road wear up front. But to what extent? That's what we're here to figure out. So welcome to Celebrity Cars. We've got lots of cars for sale. If you don't like this one, well, geez, but you like the detail and all the stuff that we go over to show you what kind of condition our cars are in, please go to celebritycars.com and you know, spend some time looking at some other things that you might like, because they're all going to get the exact same attention to detail as far as going over the actual condition of the car. Okay, let's hunker down here. I'm not going to be able to do that a whole lot of times today, am I? Okay, so down here, all the way down on the bottom, this is just some normal bugs and some normal road wear, and a lot of this is coming right off with my finger right now, but there's a couple little scrapes down there. I can feel that this has scraped a curb or two underneath here. Is it broken? Is it getting ready to fall off? Any of those things? Absolutely not. More bugs. But there's some scrape underneath here. None of it really seems to be right up here on this fascia, so you can, you know, see it from standing back on the other side of the room. All seems to be in really good shape. Looks like I'm just going to spend a whole lot of time doing what our detailers should have done and gotten these bugs off the front, and because I'd like to know if they're bugs or chips. So whatever, they gave it a shot. I got to go get myself a rag. Let's see if I see anything that really needs to be discussed. Yeah, come on over here, Quincy, if you will. This is about the extent of it, folks. Yep, see, another bug. So that doesn't help me out any when I'm trying to go over these cars. Okay, so see this? See this? And then down here, you see this one right here? There's about, you know, 10 to 15 more of those across the front end of the car, folks. And this is normal on any car that's been used. This is a 2015. We haven't found out how many miles are on it yet. Look up here, just right to the Bentley logo, and you see a little sucker right there. I mean, boy, all across the rest of this is beautiful. I'm not saying anything. If I'll say something if I see something bad. How's that? Yep, we got a couple more bugs down here on the bottom. They're going away with my fingernail. Quincy, remind me to wash my hands. I don't know where these bugs have been. Okay, and you see a lot of these things. If Quincy's really clever with the camera right now, he's seeing me knock off all these little bugs that are on the front of the car. Once again, that should have been removed during cleaning. But every once in a while, so a couple of these won't come off. They're very mild, and look how far away my face is from the car. What, I'm whopping like 12 inches from the car? 13, 14 inches, and that's the only reason why I can see these. And I'm down on my knees and checking all these things out, hunched down, checking this stuff out. Very, very mild, folks. Even if these are, there's the biggest ones I showed you were on the other side of the car. I mean, there you go. Headlights are in great shape. The front grille, although needs a cloth in between every single one of those little squares there to shine it up just a little bit more. Same thing down here with this black piece. Let me grab this down here and just let you know that nothing's getting ready to fall off. I mentioned scrapes on the bottom because nobody else is going to tell you that. That's the kind of detail we get in here in celebrity cars. Anything along here is just so mild. And now, while we're up here, Quincy, ooh, geez, this hood. Normally I see a lot of clear coat marks on 99% of any car that comes in here, 99% of the cars that are on the road, except that they have 1 mile on it and they just left the factory. There's going to be a little clear coat mark. You all know what I'm talking about. And there's like a really light one right here. Folks, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. You probably wouldn't even notice half of these things if I didn't pick them out. Since the light is that way, Quincy, let's go down the driver's side instead of this passenger side here, if that's all right. The front windshield is in fabulous shape. I did see, like right down here. No, you don't need to replace the windshield, so don't get excited. There's a little mark right there. Hopefully you're catching the drift of what we're trying to pull off here at Celebrity Cars, and that's to really, 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 really let you know what you could potentially buy. All right? So this windshield is wonderful. Just a couple every once in a while, you see a little mark. Probably 50% of them are bugs, and some of them are really itty-bitty things that just happen normally. I'm standing over here looking at the rest of the hood. I'm going to come back to that a couple times, only because I'm just double checking for myself. And there's no acorns, there's no hail damage. It's completely smooth, and it's really, really pretty, folks. Let's stick up here, Quincy, if you don't mind. Let's just get the top done. That's probably a bug. I think there's a bug down there in this thing. Up here, everything is wonderful. The moonroof is in good shape. The chrome molding around the door here is very nice. Every once in a while, I'll see a little, a small abrasion, but folks, it's just all normal. These black pieces are still black. That's great. Continuing back up on the hood and on the roof. And once again, no acorns, no hail damage, no stuff falling out of the trees, no golf balls, none of those things. The rear glass looks terrific. The black around the edges is wonderful. You can see inside, you can see the back dash. It's nice and clean, and we're in good shape there. And then the surface of the trunk. I'm gonna hit this really cool button in my pocket and swing the car around just a little bit. Oh, what? I didn't even know I hit the button. I was looking for it, and I hit it by accident. Lots of people, accidentally or sometimes just nonchalantly throw things on the trunk. Newspaper at the end of the driveway. My mother did that all the time. A little stack of magazines creates this clear coat scratch. Folks, it's beautiful. There's none of that. It's gorgeous. Look at that. This is really nice. Okay. I'm looking up along here. I see a couple fingerprints on the chrome around the windows. Man, I gotta keep myself a rag in my pocket. Are there any laying around? No. All right. These are honest. These are just fingerprints, folks, all along here on this chrome, opening and closing the door. The black here, once again, is real nice. I'm looking at the hood again. Everything's wonderful. Now we're going to march back over to the driver's side, where we have good light. I'll start right here at the back, Quincy. And I've pretty much kind of sort of already done this. I've already been down there towards the bottom. I did spend a little extra attention yesterday getting some dust off of it, so I have seen it. There are no dings down the side of the car as my eyes continue. Let's check out this wheel here and make sure we don't have any curb rash or anything. And no curb rash. Wheels are in just fine shape. Door handles look great. The chrome on the door handles. This chrome molding down right above the door handles where it meets the side mirrors or side windows is in super shape. All the way down here towards the bottom, I see a couple marks from black shoes getting in and out. That's going to come right off. And all down here along the bottom looks wonderful. It's all one color, folks. Same clear coat. Nobody painted a door or anything. Up here on the, yep, a couple more bugs right here. Other than that, absolutely beautiful. All along here, this chrome, black pieces. This wheel has 0 curb rash and the wheel looks absolutely terrific. Okay, we've already looked at the nose. We've already looked at the windshield. I guess I do see a light wear to this black. See, I'm in different light right now. It's fine. It's just, these pieces always get crapped up on every automobile. They're hard to keep real nice. I suggest not ever touching them, as odd as that sounds. But it's just super mild. Only me being Mr. Picky is seeing these things. Okay, let's look at the rear. Well, it's spinning around. The chrome exhaust tips look great. I don't see any signs of anybody backing into anything. It's all super nice and clear. Barely any scratches from opening and closing the trunk. We'll open the trunk in a little bit once we get to that point and I'll report back on how many times I think a suitcase or groceries have been out of the trunk. Tail lights are beautiful. The chrome around the tail lights are perfect. This is a very, very nice car. Okay, we're over to the passenger side now. We're going to work our way up the passenger side, and so far I see nothing as far as any kind of damage. Please stop going around. Thank you. All terrific. Passenger side rear wheel. No curb rash once again. Not even a hint of a ding or a warble or anything. It's really that pretty. All across the bottom, I don't see anybody jumping any bridges down here, any huge chunks taken out of the bottom, none of those things. See some leftover wax in the rubber in here. And your front passenger side wheel and tire, I'm happy to report there's no curb rash on any of these wheels. All the center caps look good. It's a very, very pretty car. All right. Well, let's open some doors so you folks can see how pretty it is inside. I'm going to let Quincy give you guys a real good bird's eye from the front and back while I grab a rag. We live in dusty Las Vegas, folks, so. Things can get dusty pretty quick around here. So once again, you want to find out all the options and what this car was ordered with and all that, those kinds of things. You just go to celebritycars.com and you can find out, if we got a window sticker, you can see all the options that were put on it. I'm Mr. Condition Guy. I'm not going to go over all the options and all these things. Climbing in and out of the passenger side of the car over here, it kind of sort of looks like it's been done 1 or 2 times because there's barely a mark on that sill. The carpet's in beautiful shape and this seat simply doesn't even look sat in. So that's really sharp. This door panel, I'm looking down at this door panel, passenger side front door panel, and I don't see any marks or abrasions or kicks or rips or tears. Any gummy stuff. The chrome is beautiful. The leather's amazing. I don't even want to touch it, to be honest with you. It's beautiful. And back here, I would expect the same. Barely a sign of anyone climbing in and out back here. And this side of the passenger is just, it's very, very pretty. I don't need to tell you folks, you clicked on this car, you wanted to see it, and it's really dreamy. This is a very, very pretty car. All right, I'm going to spin it around so we can look at the driver's side. I have the remote in my pocket to this car, so I'm gonna pop open the trunk too, so we can see what's going on in there as well. And then we'll look at the power plant too. There's your trunk. Remote works good. Popped right open, just so you know. This backseat driver's side looks just like the passenger side. There's no kicks on the back of the seats. Sorry, Quincy. This car did come with a car cover when it came to visit us. Oh, there is one thing I wanted to mention. Okay, I'd like to ask you to stop doing that again. Okay, thank you. Okay, car cover, yes, great. Front license plate in case you want to live in California. And here is the battery charger, which is currently plugged into the wall over there for this Bentley. But underneath that, I don't know what happened down here. Just want to let you know of this stain. We haven't had a chance to address it. I'm scratching at it with my phone. It's in the trunk, folks. Let's not all get excited here, but something sat here, made the carpet unhappy. It doesn't feel weird. I'm hoping that cleaning it, kind of straightens that out. There you go. All right. Watch your head when you do that. Okay. And we didn't get a chance to climb in the driver's side here. I'm going to make sure my pants are clean and pulled up. And barely a sign of getting in and out of the car. I see what happens all the time getting in and out of the car. One of these, your feet can unfortunately scrape up against this cream and make a mild mark. And I would just want to make sure while I'm talking to you that they all come off. Yeah. Little to no stains. I'm sure could be cleaned off with some conditioner. The steering wheel, once again, we've got just a little bit of signs of, this is cream colored, folks, and not everybody's hands are super clean all the time. So just the simple oils of your hand even after a full wash. But just a slight wear. You could look at the photographs at celebritycars.com. I'm making a little more of a big deal of it than it is, but it's there. I'm pointing it out. The top is wonderful. The dash is wonderful. The center console is in terrific shape. Radio looks good. The screen looks good. Center console looks great. Well, everything's all nice and clean. The headliner, I don't see any, no kids, or dirty hands got up here and put their hands up here on the headliner. So we're all in really fabulous shape there. Wow, this is just, hey, let's see how many miles are on it. Ready? 34,551. Actually, I was going to probably say it was under 10,000 miles because of the condition of this car. 34,551 miles on the odometer, and this is actually extra beautiful in the condition that it's in. Car's been around for 6-7 years, and it really made it through the rain. There we go. I'm done talking. It's very difficult to have an interior like this color last that long at 34,000 miles and be in this nice a shape. There you go, I said it. There you go. So if you haven't figured anything out from this video yet, I'm telling you, this is really remarkable, and it's really in pretty shape. There's no rips, there's no sticky, nothing. It's just really, really nice. Let's look at the engine. .4.0-liter V8, twin turbo, and it's super nice and clean under here, and doesn't look like it's ever been messed with. And yeah, everything looks exactly the way it's supposed to be. No extra wires, no funny business, no extra batteries, no, no weird stuff going on. Right out of the box, Bentley Flying Spur. Okay, now, I had a goal here just to make sure I check these chrome pieces. I don't mean to be a pain in the ass, but you clicked on this car and you wanted to see the details, so I wanted to make sure that these fingerprints do come off. And this chrome's important. It's beautiful. It's in great shape, and it's all chopped up. That would suck. I'm gonna go check out the passenger side. This is where I did see a couple extra fingerprints coming right off. Here we go. Come on over here, Quincy. Just in case you folks are wondering what I'm doing, this guy's crazy, walking around cleaning everything. See, that's about the extent of, I don't even know if you can see that.
Yeah, I can see it.
Super light. See what I mean? And over here, you see those little smudges right there. Yep, dawners. Okay. Sorry, folks, I had to get that out of my system. I kind of sort of can't handle it. I wanted to make sure I wasn't telling you something that wasn't right. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this car is absolutely beautiful. A 2015 Bentley Flying Spur. I'm done talking about it. We're going to take it out on the road. We're going to drive it around the block. I'm going to make sure the brakes aren't doing anything weird. Make sure they're not squeaking. All those fun things. Let's go out and make sure it's a safe car. We'll be right back. 2015 Bentley Flying Spur. Crystal blue. Nice. Folks, you want a luxury car? You want to drive around in your house while you're sitting on the couch? There you go. This is about the equivalent. 34,000 miles and change on the odometer. I see 0 blemishes, and I could just sit in here even without driving it all day. Easy. Puts on the brake, keys the ignition. Bet you didn't even hear that. Gonna put my seatbelt on. Radio works fine, air conditioner works fine. We're not gonna play with all that stuff. My foot's on the brake. I'm gonna engage drive. Let's make sure this thing does everything it's supposed to do. Lay on the brakes here. 3, 2, 1. Whoa. Okay, how do I explain what just happened? I've been driving sports cars all day long, folks. Wow. A great big car. The brakes are so smooth, I could talk about them for 15 minutes. I don't know what else to say. It sounds funny that I just picked out the brakes. I'm driving you kind of have to lay on them to understand, all this mass stops so smoothly and so quietly. I mean, you drive race cars and fancy sports, you hit the brakes, you always hear make a little bit of noise. Nothing. Wow. Back on the gas. Speed bump number 1. No weird rattles. Couldn't be smoother. A coworker friend of mine took this out the day that we got it in, and he came back and he was just like, wow, wow, wow. And I understand why. Totally understand the wow. All right, this car's got over 500 horsepower. Let's find a little bit of it. I'm not gonna beat it up. Whoa. Wow. Great big rocket ship. It's a Bentley, folks. There's a big difference between European luxury cars and American-made luxury cars. There just is. It's a simple fact. What a beautiful ride. And really quiet. So it probably wasn't so entertaining watching me drive a Bentley around. But if you're looking for one of these, and boy, you just want it as perfect as can be, and maybe, you know, not as expensive as brand new, look no further. This is amazing. What an enjoyable ride. It was just absolutely, I could totally geek out for another 10 minutes. What a great car. Folks, give us a call, 702-818-1031. There's not a whole lot more to talk about. This is not, you don't need to ask a bunch of questions on this one. This is just a call and buy it because you've been looking all over for one and you want really good transportation. This is it. We'll see you next time.